Morning folks, and welcome back to the channel. So we're at the end of a cold weather camping trip up to Norway and Sweden, and I wanted to do a review of the Snow Peak fire pit that I've been using on this trip. If you watched our Sweden series from last year, you'll have noticed that I was using this fire pit there as well. I've had it for about a year and a half, and it's an excellent bit of equipment. It's fairly pricey, which I'll come to in a moment, but what I wanted to do first is just show you the full kit that I've got. Now, I bought this kit from an Australian company, Drifter 4-wheel drive I think they're called, Luke the Drifter. This is the set that I've got is called Luke the Drifter. They do have an outlet over in the Czech Republic, I think. I'll put the link below to where I bought this from. Yeah, so let's have a look at it. So I got the full kit. I decided to go for everything that you can buy with this Snow Peak fire pit, and it comes in this heavyweight canvas bag here. As you can see, you've got a little pocket on the front there to get your gear in. Now, if you just buy the fire pit on its own, you can buy this in the UK. There are a few outlets that sell it. I'll just show you what it comes with. So if you buy the fire pit without the full kit, you get this kind of it's a very thin bag. It's nowhere near as tough or as robust as the canvas bag, but yeah, you know, it'll do for transporting the fire pit. So the fire pit itself is it's made out of stainless steel. They're actually handmade in Japan. You know, these aren't Chinese, they're made in Japan, and it's excellent quality. It's very thin, so you can slide it in the back of your camper van or your 4-wheel drive or wherever, easy enough. And to open it, which is probably the best feature of this fire pit, you simply just go like that. You know, you don't have to slot any parts together, you just simply open it like that. You can open it from either way and fold it from either way like that. And I think that is probably one of the best features of this fire pit. I've had a number of fire pits now, and they come in usually 5 separate parts that you've got to slot together. They inevitably warp and you can't get them back together, and they're fairly frustrating. But this thing, you know, you get the camp fire pit sorted. Once your coals have burnt out, simply tip them out like that. No mess, no trouble. So that's the fire pit itself. Just give you a look. I mean, obviously mine's well used now, but it's a good high quality unit. So with the rest of the kit, if you go to a campsite, you're often asked to raise your fire pit up off the ground. So this also comes with a platform to help you do that. You get these 2 sections here. Again, fold flat, so nice and easy, and they just slot together like this. And you just pop that on the ground. I'll show you what it looks like all together in a moment. I'll just take you through the bits and bobs that you get. And then you get this plate here, which just slots on top of the platform there, and then the fire pit just goes on that. And I've tried that numerous times now at campsites with fairly long grass, and it doesn't burn at all. So yeah, you can get away with that. It's perfect. So with this kit as well, if you wanted to use charcoal briquettes, if you have a look at the fire pits, you know, you've got this kind of like well, which probably isn't ideal to get your briquettes on. So the Luke the Drifter kit comes with this bit of perforated steel. You can actually, I mean, I could make one of these myself actually. You know, just get your angle grinder out and a section of perforated steel, but that just fits into the fire pit, and you can it gives you a flat base to put your barbecue coals on. Now you also get like the grilling platform, which is, it just falls out. I'll show you how this works. And then on top of that you get your grill. This is a bit dirty actually because I used it last night to cook some moose burgers on, believe it or not. But yeah, your grill just pops on top. So those are the bits that you get with it. And then plus you get the heavy duty. This is actually a Snow Peak brand heavy duty canvas bag that I got with a kit. It's a bit dirty as you can see. But I think if you don't get the Snow Peak one and you buy the full Luke the Drifter kit, he'll send you his own brand heavy duty canvas bag. So this is actually, you know, quite useful. You can get everything in, and I just keep it. I've got an RSI canopy on the back of the pickup truck. I just open the side door and it just slides down, so I can get it out without any hassle. So, I'm just going to get the thing set up now, and I'll show you what it looks like all set up. So if you're setting up at a campsite, you'll want the base here. There's two sizes of fire pit actually. There's a medium and a large. This one's the large. So you've got like a medium and a large sign here. So because we've got the large, we'll just stick that down there. And then this flat base just clicks on like that. And then fire pit slides in there and clicks into place, so it's quite sturdy. And then as I mentioned, you know, I've got this pit here. If you put barbecue coals in, they're all gonna fall to the bottom and you'll not get an even spread of heat. So you do get this this section, but like I said, you can make one of those yourself. But if you pop that in there, you can see you get a nice kind of wide spread, which is ideal for barbecuing. So once you've got the base done and you want to cook on it, you just get the adjustable grill plate holder. Again, this falls completely flat, so it stores very well. And if you can see there, it's got some notches on the side there, so you can adjust the height of it. So what you do is you just clip those over the side, and that gives you your platform. If you want to lower it, you can just move those out and slide it down. Obviously you want to be wearing gloves when you're doing that and you've got a fire going. And then there's the grill plate, which just slides on top and gives you a fairly versatile cooking platform. So what I find is a useful addition to this fire pit is to use a metal tripod. It just kind of broadens the possibilities for cooking. I've used this a lot on this trip. If you're not at a campsite and you're just out in the wild and you want to hang a pan or a Dutch oven, or you want to boil a kettle, I just find that one of these is really useful to hang over the fire pit. You can adjust it and get your kettle over it there. So you can still tend to the fire, you can build it up and just either cook or boil water. I use a Pathfinder bush pot. I've used that plenty of times on this trip. I just hang that there and boil a stew for an hour and a half. So yeah, I mean obviously these don't come with a fire pit, but I just think it's a worthwhile addition, and it's something that I use quite a bit. You can pick them up at any blacksmiths. Cost about 20 quid. Yeah, so the cost of this fire pit is fairly substantial. It is a bit of an investment. It cost me around 415 quid, which I know is a lot of money. It's a hefty investment. You know, you get what you pay for. I think it's a high quality item and it'll last for a long time. So in that respect, even though the initial outlay is high, it's I think it's good value for money. So there you have it, folks. The Snow Peak Fire Pit Luke the Drifter kit. I hope you found this review useful. And if you have, please consider subscribing. And I'd just like to say thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.